Alrighty. Hey, I'm Panzer Dave, and I'm joined here with Adaginos today. We're watching Darkrupy and Panulphe do their round 3 tournament race.
Yeah, hello everybody. How you doing today?
Right away, we can see that the start screen is shuffled, but it didn't get moved far, as usual, it seems like, unfortunately.
And yeah, it looks like the wood sword didn't find its way anywhere else either, so nice for these racers.
Yeah, wood sword is in its usual starting spot. It actually has a 50% chance of just flat out being there, so that's always a good thing to start with.
Yeah,
and we'll see where these guys go from here.
And we also have extra candles available, which means that we won't have to do that great search for the candle shop like we've seen some racers have to do in the past.
Yeah. That candle shop can be fun to hunt down. Not.
Especially when it's in the rare shop and it can be behind a bomb wall. So sometimes it can be extremely difficult to track down. And, you can stifle your progress with them until you can find it, pretty much.
Yep. And it looks like we have 0 HP enemies, so both these players are going to be blitzing through this. This will be more of a race to see where... who can find the dungeons first and just go through them.
Yeah, Pan finding the guinea roads at the normal medicine shop north of 3, and the white sword is located where vanilla level 1 is.
Interesting. It's good to... that work on Raft Splash is not good. I mean, it's good in terms of it lets you know that Raft is now extremely small chance to be required.
Indeed, but unfortunately, not what you're looking for. Candle get out of a take any for Darkrupy at the desert shop location, so good find for him.
A very good find. It is a very... Oh, and underneath the 30 secret in the forest for fans. So both players having really early candles.
Yeah, that's always nice to get that out of your way and be ready to go with it.
White Sword will play less of a role in this, just due to the nature of 0 HP enemies.
Matrick might have a word with you about that, but yes.
It's ultimately... I personally find that if Wood Sword is killing enemies with a, one stab, I don't need a White Sword for anything else. And the corner lake in the forest actually housing a level. We do not know what level it is.
Minty color. This has got to be like level 1?
Well, if the pallets aren't shuffled, then yes.
Or wait, I'm sorry. It looked like very few rooms. I didn't realize that I had a timer over the top of his map. So
yes.
It's difficult to tell.
Yeah, there is a timer over the map, unfortunately. But it definitely was an interesting way to see the rooms there.
I was like, wow, there's only 6 rooms in that entire dungeon? What's going on?
Pan, it does actually look like, interestingly enough, that pallets are not shuffled. Just based on the 2 pallets we've seen. This is only speculation, of course. But it definitely does not look like pallets are shuffled right now. Enemies are definitely shuffled if pallets aren't shuffled, though. Ropes do not go in level 8.
and we do have a boomstick sighting there in the shops, which are not shuffled as far as prices go, but there was a boomstick.
Oh, nice. Pan picking up an early Triforce. I don't blame him. He may try to figure out where this is. Unfortunately, we don't know. That is level 8, so it definitely looks like shops are not... Or, shops? Definitely looks like that, the pallets are not shuffled. We don't know if this is... Oh, well, we know at bare minimum, that this is first quest. However, we don't know if this is, second quest or mixed quest overworld to go with it. The burn bush at normal level 8 does burn. Oh.
Red candle.
A red candle at level 8. It's actually really good with 0 HP enemies.
Yeah, Darkrupy did throw a stab at the money-making game a little bit earlier. It did come out with 54 rupees, so
Hey,
moving his way towards that boomstick pretty quickly here. And yeah, the red candle, not the greatest thing in the world, but you know, in 0 HP enemies, it can be, especially against ropes and keys and such, can be a pretty big weapon.
oh yeah, for sure. Pan clearing out the room. He's looking for the second item. I don't blame him. Level 2 does have
Level 8?
Level 8, yeah, level 8 has 2 items. Level 2 has 8 items. Bad news, everyone. Level 8 is going to have...
That's all you need.
Level 8 has everything. Smart move to leave, really, without wasting the key. You already have the Triforce. You've seen one item. There's no need to really continue exploring right now.
I agree with that call on his part. You found the one item. Level 8, you know, can be...
well, it's definitely shapes.
Difficult to deal with, and it's shapes. So yeah, it's not something you want to explore early when you can dungeons like level 2.
Come on, Fred. Looks like level 2 isn't its level 2 spot. It does have Wizrobe as an enemy set, but this is where the red candle also can come into play. Because the red candles will take out the Moldrums. Oh, well, the Moldrums also took out
Those were Landmola.
Landmolas. Oh, wow.
Which are way worse than Moldorms.
Moldrums are easy.
But yes, the red candle can be very useful for these, even if they are not 0 HP.
And it looks like they are 0 HP, just based on how fast they're going down.
Which is nice. So we have 0 boss HP and 0 enemy HP. And it does appear that drop groups are not shuffled.
I will say, though, that we don't know for sure if boss HP is shuffled because Landmola, or 0 because Landmolas can
that room
be shuffled down to 0. That room's here's the frustrating part is you can clear it and then go back in to the room, and Darkrupy finding a level underneath the burn bush, 100 secret burn bush in the Dead Woods.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. You can clear this room, and then you can use the damage boost trick to bump yourself around. But you're going to end up at best with 1 heart when you get through there, unfortunately, and making it difficult to explore Wizard Dungeon.
Yeah, exactly. And just some days it's a pain, and it's really not worth the effort to put into it. Like right here, you can't get any further. You have 0 hearts.
You just need to save room and up an A.
Yep. The room will save, which is good.
Darkrupy making his way around, and if my assumptions are correct, and we don't... actually, it looks like we do have randomized dungeon rooms, as that would not be a normal room in 2, so we can't not infer that this would be level 4 off of the T room.
Yeah. Pan has the right idea when dealing with this room. Just try to damage boost your way through the spikes. You, at most, can take 2 hits. It's just better to come back, and that's what he's going to do.
Yeah, in order to get to that room, you would have to turn yourself away from the incoming spikes in order to damage boost the correct direction, and actually run into the spike below him to pop him above the one at the top to get towards the top end of the screen. And it's with 3 hearts, it's super hard and probably not worth the time right now.
No. It looks like Darkrupy's just getting ladder blocked in every which direction in this whatever level we're at.
Be 4 or 6, but it's difficult to tell.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Well, if the dungeon palette colors aren't shuffled, tongue twister there, then this is probably 3.
On his side, on Darkrupy's side, it's a dark yellowish color, which is the same color as 4 or 6. At least that's the color for me. 3 is the...
3's green, right? Yeah, I see it as green.
Yeah, I see it as a dark yellow color.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Well, level 2 definitely looked like level 2's color palette.
Yes. That's what I was saying. What would have been level 1 actually looked like a very minty green color or like minty color for me.
That's interesting. Gleeok lurks in the Dead Woods. So this could be 4. Yeah, this definitely could be level 4 if that hint's true and there's no other dungeons we find in here.
I mean, unfortunately, the map on the ladder spot too, and I think you ran into like 4 or 5 ladder blocks there, which is just nasty, brutal.
Oh, for sure. It looks like Pan's. Yep. This is where you definitely want to explore, even if it's an enemy set you're not comfortable with. I mean, you just have to. It's level 1. There's 2 items in here that are generally easy to pick up. And Darkrupy's just gonna go back to exploring, trying to find more dungeons. I don't think we've seen an Armos item yet.
And nope, it's probably in the grave where it normally is. It's pretty high chance, and you know, just takes sometimes it takes time to get up there.
Yep. And another thing to note also, oh wait, that was level 1, and that was so that is not level 1 where we thought it was. Level 1 is there. It's important to note that the Triforces are dropping in their Triforce room as well.
Yeah, that means that we're not going to have to look around for things as far as the Triforce goes, but in shapes is nice, not having to kill every room, and we do find a life or money room.
Interesting. And right as Darkrupy found that, Pan picked up an any key.
Wow, very nice.
Out of level 1, so Pan no longer has to worry about doors.
Key almighty.
Okay, and it looks like hints are telling the truth this time around. There's been 2 good hints.
Yeah, helpful hints is always nice to run into. We'll see if that if that pans out to be true for the rest of the match.
If it pans out for Pan. We can do puns. It's fine.
It's an interesting level 1 there.
It's a very interesting level. It's very... What's the word I'm looking for? It's not a cactus, that's for sure.
It's like a spitting snake or something, who knows?
It almost looks like a calligraphy, or not a calligraphy, but it almost looks like a symbol of some kind.
Yeah, indeed.
It actually looks like something that you would find in the game.
Wow, did Pan not find the staircase item yet?
Nope. I think it's probably it should be past the
Triforce,
I think
there.
past the Triforce, yeah, exactly.
And it looks like Darkrupy's found the other excuse me, of the levels between 4 or 6 and has been able to find a little bit better progress thus far.
Yeah, I don't remember where he found that at, but he's definitely doing a lot. There's less ladder blocks in this, wherever he's at in this one. Oh.
The bloomer.
Yeah, opts to not take it, and I don't blame him. You've already got a candle as a weapon. It's fine. Hey, there's a compass. That'll tell you where you need to go.
This feels like level 4 just from the rooms that we've seen, but that could be wrong. It just hasn't been what feels like as large as the other level, but maybe...
Well, that's interesting, because look, that's a level 3 reverse C room in there.
Right, but we do have randomized dungeon rooms as well.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for our players, as we saw level 2, had a trap room with the nasties in it.
With the moats and...
So hopefully Darkrupy will pause and we'll get to see which level this is exactly that he's got here.
I think he will, just based on that
Level
is
6.
level 6, and level 6 is right near start. Darkrupy, both these players. Oh, that's a good hint. Pan buying a hint and buying a hint that says Dig Dogger gazes with the ladder.
Wow, so level 5 obviously going to be possibly useful, but Amphro's making a good point with the hints being deceptive with the way that the Pay Me and I'll Talk showed up.
Yeah, they could be. We have run into 2 hints that have both been true already. So, less likely. So,
the reason why he says that is because you have, I believe it's normal text in the shops whenever it's deceptive. and you have the community hints when they are helpful.
Yes.
So that is why we know that it's possibly deceptive.
Ah, yeah, true.
Or rather, that we do fully have deceptive hints, and that hint could be deceptive. Now, the question is whether or not, Pan and Darkrupy will understand that. And Pan does find what we have, I believe, determined to be level 4 at this point.
Yeah, it's level 4. And see, on Pan's side, it showed up the normal color for me.
It's very interesting. He's got some odd settings then on his emulator for Darkrupy on his side there, but we'll see what Pan decides to do here. Obviously, the ladder blocks galore, but having the any key might make it a little bit simpler for him to navigate as well.
The rupee buys a book.
I agree with that purchase.
I agree too. The only downside is obviously Gomas, but still.
Indeed. You would think that an exploding bomb wand would kill Gomas, but
no, they're resilient. That's an interesting gamble, by the way. I don't know if you guys saw the prices on there, but -4 is usually a really good gamble. I would abuse the heck out of it and just gamble until I had enough money. And yeah, Pan's finding the same blocks that Darkrupy did earlier.
Yeah, it looks like he's just going to up A out, which is the wise thing. Going to go back through. I mean, it never hurts to check. There have been occasions before where a dungeon appears to be ladder blocked and does contain the ladder as well. So
yeah, you just have to work your way around.
Interesting early potion pickup by Darkrupy, which again, we're in 0 HP, so I can't say I fully fault him, but not going to get too much use out of that with only 3 hearts.
True. That being said, though, Beam Sword is more valuable with 0 HP enemies than normal.
And this is definitely level 2, but it's more of like a purplish lavender.
Yeah, you see what I mean?
Yeah. I guess he just likes the pastels.
I don't blame him. Alright, so Darkrupy has not found the red candle, so that's why he's using bombs there to clear it.
And runs into this nasty room.
Whoa!
Oh my goodness, the clock!
The clock. That was a good pickup here. I don't think, because of how the logic in the game works, that ladder can be in 2. Yeah, Darkrupy is actually actively avoiding all the all the heart containers.
Ladder could still be in 2.
I think, but with the traps in there, I think Fred wrote it to where it can't be behind it.
That's the reason why we do not have 0 or no. Sorry, Mana.
Oko.
Oko. Because there is no logic in place to prevent that kind of room and the ladder being behind it. Gotcha. Or some other item that's needed behind it.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense then. There's another clock, but it does him no good on the island.
Interesting choice to pick up the Triforce there if you're going to go back in.
Yeah, I just don't find it's worth usually the time to try to re-enter. Like, if I'm going to pick up the Triforce, I'm just going to leave.
Right, or, if you're going to get that far anyways, and you're going to go back to explore, you probably ought to do that before picking up the Triforce, because this room is nasty to deal with, but does have it clear, and we'll be able to get back through it. But again, the clock getting him through with much more HP than what he's going in.
Exactly, and this room right here, he's already cleared once. He knows he should know he doesn't have to clear it again, but because it had the heart container in it.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice to cull it down to maybe 1 enemy, so if you keep going through it, you don't die, but a letter pickup for Pan out of the vanilla level 6 location as well.
Letters aren't bad. I just find more often than not, you just want to take a hit here and force that P-hat down. I just find more often than not that, oh, now he picks up the heart. Okay. That the letter just takes up inventory space for me. So I'm like, I don't have to have it. Usually if I get a free potion, it's off of the choose one. Power bracelet on Pan's side, and its normal spot, of course.
Yeah, which could prove to be valuable because we do know that any roads are in fact shuffled this time around. So could have a dungeon underneath one of those locations.
Yes, and Pan's gonna find out right now if one of them has anything.
No, a nasty trap room 2.
Yep. It's important to note also that in level 2, all walls will open up if you bomb them, unless it's unless you're bombing down into an old man. Same way with level 1 and 3. So he knows the correct path he needs a key for. Pan not finding a level underneath that power bracelet spot, but it's okay. The more that you check out, the better. He doesn't have to come back around again on this side of the grave. He's done with the grave entirely. Now he's just going to try to check out as much as Death Mountain as he can.
More hints.
Manhandler threatens with the heart container. Okay. Gleeok lurks with the wand. Interesting hints. We don't know if they're true or not, but interesting hints.
Yeah, Darkrupy, unfortunately, not finding the item in level 2.
He got key blocked, I think.
Yeah.
And since he hasn't found level 1 yet, he does not have any key. And Pan realizing, oh man, I could have had a book.
Yeah, but rupees seem to be very plentiful, so shouldn't be too much of an issue. And again, like, it's a nice item, but it's such a large gamble if you don't know if you're going to find the wand when you might still need bait or arrows, or, you know, there might be a good bomb upgrade as well.
And we see another dungeon in the top right corner that Darkrupy has gone into.
This is what I would say is either 3 or 5. And we do have a shuffled bomb upgrade, at least as far as price goes.
Yep, and we don't know what it will be until somebody buys it. This is the dungeon hint that possibly has the ladder in it, but we'll see. Oh no!
Poor Pan, those Lionels are brutal.
Lionels are jerks. See, I don't know how Rupee lines up his clips with the rupee. That would just throw me off.
Yeah, it's just one of those things you get used to as with any sprite. I specifically only play with Link because I want to be able to do my clips and screen scrolls accurately every time. But you know,
see,
going long enough.
This is what I was talking about. Did you see how many hits it took to get rid of that Aquamentus? So we know boss HP is shuffled. This looks like it's so hard to tell.
I'm going to say 5 with half the map being cut off. Does that seem like a reasonable assumption?
I think so. That's what I would go with, is 5 as well.
And a mystery amount of keys.
And bombs.
Bombs.
We don't know Darkrupy's resources. This will prove very interesting. Pan is going to... Pan's burning the forest and pushing block. Pan's destroying Hyrule.
Pan burn everything. Call Smokey. We've got a fire.
Okay, those are some I've seen now on the money making game. -3, -4, -16,
and a +54.
Yeah, those are incredibly good odds to gamble with. Like, you can easily afford anything in this seed if you're willing to take a few minutes and gamble.
Level 6 found for Pan now, and it looks like we have got what looks like to be another ladder block for Darkrupy.
Oh my goodness. Well, it looks like it could be ladder blocked. But we don't know.
We could only see half the map, so we're not sure.
Pan's now exploring level 6, and I'm sure he'll find the Triforce in here soon enough, too.
Okay, so we do get a better look at the map after we pause, and I'm going to say this is probably for sure level 5.
Yeah. And I can't tell if it's whistle blocked or what blocked.
Yeah, it's difficult to tell. I know that there was the river room, but it looked like, I don't know, a combination maybe thereof. So if that's the case, then perhaps the hint for level 5 having the ladder is in fact false. Unless,
because I did see the full map when he paused, it looked like you could go up from where the Dig Dogger was on the left side of the start. So it's hard. It was very hard to determine. If Pan goes there, we'll get a better idea of what level 5 has for us. But I'd say we're 95% sure that's level 5.
And I'm kind of curious what Pan's looking for. I mean, outside of a heart, there's not anything that's going to drop that'll be of use for him. We know the Triforces are in their rooms and that the item will be in a staircase.
Compass?
Possibly compass, yeah. I mean, it's useful, I suppose, but you know, a lot of times spending, you know, the effort to clear every room is costly, even in 0 HP.
It is. It could definitely be. I think it depends, honestly, on the dungeon. Like level 6, I don't disagree. It's a bigger dungeon. Finding the compass will give you a better idea of where you're going.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm not going to disagree. This is a staircase I don't think Darkrupy found.
I don't think so. This could be the item. So, we'll see.
No, 4 and... the difference between... there's slight differences between 4 and 6. 6 has got highlights on the blocks, like you see here on the staircase RC drone. So that's one of the main differences you can tell. There is a highlight on the blocks like that, like the red color.
Yeah, this is definitely an interesting shape for level 6, that's for sure.
Yeah, and it looks like we do, in fact, have a segment, perhaps? I don't know. Again, without a map, it's difficult to tell.
Oh, for sure. And I don't know if Pan's realized that the, Uh-oh! There's a ladder block. I don't know if Pan's realized that, because he only has 2 Triforces, that the Triforces were in their normal rooms. Because sometimes you do get focused on just, oh hey Triforce, oh hey Triforce, oh hey Triforce, and lose sight of the fact.
Oh no! Why'd he go down into the shutter door?
Oh well. Well, at least he can get out.
And Rupee does opt to buy a shield as well, so picking that over arrows and bait is an interesting choice, but will make it a little bit easier to deal with Wizrobes and Lynels.
Yeah, Wizrobes are not fun to deal with, especially at low hearts. And unfortunately, with flags like these, it does encourage faster play. So I don't necessarily disagree with it at all. And what dungeon? I would say this is level 3, right?
Yeah, I would believe so. That's the only other one that shares this color.
Oh, hello, Darkrupy, Pan finding a different way to go in here, so Pan knows where the Triforce is, now he's just trying to pick it up, and that block will never push in the reverse C room if you see a drop in it.
Well, yeah, and if it's got a shutter door, it's never going to be an item either.
Exactly.
Just due to the fact of the way that the randomizer is coded.
At least not yet. I'm not looking forward to the day that we figure out how to do all these different things that will just completely make us relearn the game.
Yeah, I mean, like, for instance, like the level 2 rooms where you have a drop and it is a staircase as well. There are things like that in second quests, in the vanilla game. So it is possible, we just haven't quite figured it out yet.
Oh, there's a Goma. Pan just said no to the Goma. Opts to get out, and I don't blame him. He's already seen a hint for the ladder, so right now he's under the assumption that it's in 5 and he doesn't need to be... This is a very interesting looking level 3 on Darkrupy's side. I think it's like, what, 3 segments now?
He still only had 2, but... I did find out something interesting last night as far as staircases go. I always thought that when you had a segmented dungeon that, say it like 5, 6, or 7, that the staircase original one would be linked to a specific block and that it would not.
Oh no!
And it's a large shield of all things to run into.
Oh, that just feels like you've wasted money now.
But the seed we did last night, both staircases went to the shape portion that was created, and I've never seen that before. Every time I've seen staircases, one went to one of the segments, and the other one always stayed inside the block that it was already on. So I never realized that could happen.
Oh yeah, no, it's there's certain logics to it, but nothing that specific. It's literally random on what staircase goes where.
Yeah.
Pan finding level 3 now as well.
Yeah, we'll fortunately be able to.
Oh wait, what? That's not level 3.
Is it level 5?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Okay.
Well, we know that the ladder's a lie.
Yeah, that hint's definitely a lie, and then this throws off what is in the upper right.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things where we have to guess. It's based off of color palettes, but that is a gigantic 3, if that's the case. I mean, that is really large. You don't
Oh my
normally see one
goodness.
with that many rooms.
Is that 7 then?
I guess it could be 7, yeah. We're just making things up at this point, folks.
The hints are definitely a lie. That old man just lied to Darkrupy's face.
Pan, do I want it? Do I want it? Decides no, and is going to take the Triforce and head on out.
I don't blame him. Oh, wait. Maybe that is 7. I don't think the bomb guys are shuffled.
Yeah, Emperor Singh, I think we collectively concluded that the upper right is 7 a while ago, but unfortunately it's difficult for me to track chat sometimes.
Well, let's think about it this way then, if we're looking things objectively. We saw a bomb upgrade in 7.
Indeed.
So bomb upgrade looks like they are not shuffled. Pan's debating on whether or not he wants the item from there.
Fancore, to answer your question, the way that we know is when they pause, the Triforces arrange in a specific order. Like, so you see at the bottom of the screen where there's 1 through 8, the Triforce positions will line up with what they have on their menu screen, so that's how we determine what it is that they've actually collected.
Oh,
so
still blocked.
The question mark dungeon in the forest, that is the minty fresh green color, a la Aquamentos, must be level 3 then.
Yeah. It's gotta be. Wait, no. It's level 1, isn't it?
Level 1 is over south of...
Oh yeah, it is.
Armos.
That's right. Dolly.
Again, the color palettes over on Darkrupy's side have been throwing me off, which is why I was incorrect on a couple of them, because I have to assume what color they actually are, and it turns out that, you know, it's wrong. It happens.
Well, I mean, especially because the palette, it's very interesting that a slight wash of a palette color actually changes it to look like a different dungeon color. Rather than just...
of numbers, asking Fred, when is Water Temple?
Level 2?
Right, it is blue.
Pan now realizing that he's been lied to as well. I imagine. Finding the magic shield when it was supposed to be a thing that helps him cross the water.
Yeah, not what you want to find. Is helpful, but again, hoping for that ladder. And Darkrupy making his way into 8 as well. I believe this is where the Iniki was, and...
Iniki was in 1.
If I'm wrong. Oh, was in 1, okay. So he's still only got 1 key, trying to make his way through level 8. Probably not going to get too far.
Probably not. Pan has not found level 3 yet. It's interesting. We've actually seen all 8 normal dungeons. Neither player has seen level 9. Based on what we have found so far. I imagine Pan's just checking his map, seeing where he needs to go, what best chances he has to find more dungeons at.
Ooh, and does find a Hunter Secret, and now has enough to purchase that book.
I'm kind of surprised he's not going back for the book. Actually.
And he should be able to pick up a white sword here, unless it was shuffled to 6. I think Darkrupy picked it up at 6, so we'll see here.
Darkrupy picked it up at 7.
At 7, okay. But it does happen at 5, so it turns out that it's either not shuffled, or it's...
shuffled to 5 or lower. Exactly. And Darkrupy deciding to explore some more of the Lost Hills. Yeah, now Pan's just coming across the same hint that Darkrupy did, realizing that the old men are lying to him, and you know what happens when old men lie to you in this game? They get stabbed. They get stabbed really bad. Pan may buy the arrows here rather than the boomstick, and I'm not going to disagree.
With them.
I can't just because. Okay, well he's not.
Well, here's why I say I don't disagree, because you've got 255 rupees already.
Exactly.
You know, you're gonna find another secret, but maybe he's thinking about Blue Ring also. While not spectacular in 0 HP in comparison to normal HP, if level 9 ends up being Wizrobe, it can still be super useful.
Exactly, and you see that shield is throwing off Pan screen scrolls.
Yeah, that's why I greatly dislike the large shield.
I've in something that Darkwing has taught me is how to screen wrap with using Link's pixel rather than the shield pixel all the time. So it's definitely a good thing I picked up. Goma creeps near the desert. Well, that's a lie. Now these old men are just telling tall tales.
We'll see what the item is here in 3. Hopefully it's the latter. If not, we're looking at having to go back into one of these unsavory dungeons to find an item.
Yeah. Level 8 doesn't look like it's a lot of fun. And we definitely... Now Pan's like, oh no, you've lied to me. Pan got burned on the hands and just says no.
Not taking that anymore.
I don't blame him. It's a heart container in 3. He was telling the truth. No.
Wow, so that leaves us what, level 7 or level
8?
6? Possibly 8. Yeah, I mean it's where's that ladder?
Yeah, now we really are playing where the ladder game is, and we know we have to have it, unfortunately, because of how blocked up level 4 was.
It looks like Darkrupy's probably hunting out some keys as well as maybe the heart container at this point.
This is good because he hasn't seen level 1 yet, and he hasn't. Ouch!
Die.
Dark Nuts are jerks.
Yeah, blue Dark Nuts even on 0 HP, not fun to deal with sometimes.
No. Gosh, no. Clearing that room pretty well so far, actually. That shield paying dividends, though.
And nothing in the room, unfortunately.
Oh, no! That's like the worst reward ever. It's like, yes, I cleared these 6 Dark Nuts that are being complete jerks to me, and nothing.
Pan's learned out Death Mountain, which again, he doesn't know where level 9 is, and neither player has found it yet, so not necessarily a bad thing. And I believe he's still searching for level 3 as well.
And 7. I don't think he's found 7 yet either. He knows where 2 is for sure. But I don't think he's seen 3 or 7.
So what did Pan decide to purchase? Was it the book?
Yep, it was the book.
Okay.
Again, I'm not faulting it for either choice. No Pan. 5 hearts is no Pan. You can't.
Sorry.
5 hearts Pan. Wishful thinking. I don't disagree with either purchase. I mean, obviously the wand now is an unknown, but there's also very few dungeons left to check items for. So chances are he's going to run across it in a search for the ladder anyways. Darkrupy does finally pick up the Triforce in level 3.
And there's the blue ring, which I think that might be the only one we've seen so far. I might be incorrect, but...
I believe because shop prices aren't shuffled, that is the only blue ring shop.
Yeah, so yeah, that makes sense. So still only 5 hearts for Pan here, which is important to note for level 2. Getting through that trap room is going to be a little bit difficult, you know, and 9 hearts now for Darkrupy, who's just managed to run into all of the take-inies and the hearts in the levels so far.
Yep. Ooh, be careful, Pan. Oh, wow, that fairy timing.
So good.
Oh, the fairy let him live. Oh, there's a take-any. Pan definitely will take the heart here. which is a good decision. 6 hearts is definitely good.
Yeah, so we'll see where he goes next. I think he's probably going to go check the forest. That seems like the most logical thing to do at this point. Should find level 3. It's going to find a heart container, which is obviously not what he's looking for, but looks like Darkrupy's back into level 7 with a couple of keys, and we'll see if he can find his way to a different portion of the dungeon here.
Oh boy.
It looks like to get to that lower portion that branches out to the right, you've actually got to go down the spine and not down that direction.
That is such a funky shape.
Which, again, I'm pretty sure that to get to the east portion of this dungeon, if I remember correctly, it was ladder blocked. So that could prove to be difficult. I don't think he's used any of these key doors. There might be something up there, though.
It's also very interesting to note we have not seen a ladder, a recorder, a bow, or a raft.
Yeah, so, yeah, that's pretty much the entirety of the items we have left.
Yeah, all the key items are left. I don't know where he's been in here. He's been there. He has not bombed down, interestingly enough, in this one room here in the square room.
But yeah, if you go right, it is ladder blocked with a dig dogger, which means that the rest of this dungeon is blocked until you find a ladder.
And it's not going to be in that room.
He does have that singular key room left in the top, and I'm curious if he's going to go check it. At this point, I would have to, right? Because
no, he's already checked it. He's already checked it.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's not only ladder blocked, but it is ladder recorder blocked.
What kind of dungeon is this?
This is a Panzer seed.
I'm so sorry. Oh, goodness. Oh, yep, and it's old man blocked. He's gonna buy bombs, though. Oh, only 2! Shenanigans. Alright, yep, you're completely blocked out of this dungeon. So, level 7 cannot have the ladder or the recorder.
Wow, which means that we need to either go to 6... and it could be, like, the recorder could be in 4, too, if, there's a ladder block there. This is a crazy seed.
This is quickly devolved into hunt every item, hunt every dungeon. And, my goodness. Darkrupy will finally find level 1 here going up here. Which is good.
Yeah, this will get him the any key, which is something he desperately needs.
Yes. With as many key doors as we've run into and as many blocks as we've run into today, yeah, I think we need something. And given what's left as well, we can safely assume I think Red Ring and Silvers are in 9 again.
Yeah, which means Wand is available somewhere outside of level 9.
Yes.
But we could be wrong, right? I mean, there is the possibility. We do have the wand left still that can be shuffled into level 9. It would be interesting to see that happen.
Well, we know we don't have a Darkrupy getting 1 Triforce. We know there is a different item on the ladder spot, but neither player have seen it.
That's true.
And then we have a whole bunch of required items.
That is true. The ladder item has not yet been seen. That's important. I mean, obviously you don't have a ladder, so
there's no point to look right now.
Right? Yeah. I mean, and nobody's been over there to check. But at the same time, we've got warps all the way around. And sometimes it's really nice to know. Okay, so now I need that recorder, and I know where to go get it. But we'll see. Pan. I think if he bombs over here, he's gonna find the item. Which
no, he already found the item. He
okay.
picked up the heart container. Yep.
I've been watching Darkrupy here, so.
Oh, no, what a terrible staircase.
Oh, no. He found that singular room in level 1.
Oh.
It's so terrible to waste your bombs.
It is. And Pan's realizing very quickly that he really doesn't have too many choices left here.
And to answer Flag Rama's question in chat, it is in fact random what will be random. It is a random % tournament. Not every flag for the randomizer has been selected, but there is a rather large list of things that will be randomly selected to be on or off in every seed.
Pan just now searching for level 9 on the coast. And just not seeing it, and that's a shame, but there's not a whole lot we can do either about it. It's one of those. You know, you gotta search for it. You gotta try to find it. I wonder if he'll go up and see what the coast item is here.
I hope so. I'd like to see what it is.
I don't blame him for this purchase, especially if he's going to try to force his way through level 2.
Absolutely.
He will, and we see it's probably the most useless item in the game now.
Maybe. We do have a rap spot left, which could contain level 9.
Yeah, that is true.
We're running out of spots.
Yeah, we are. There's very few spots left.
I mean, I think we've got maybe a push block or 2, the raft spot, and the recorder spot is basically all that hasn't been checked by these 2 guys. Have they been to 5 in the waterfall yet? I don't think so.
I think Darkrupy's been up there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very interesting to note that we have not seen level 9 at all.
Darkrupy gonna find an item he doesn't want to find in this staircase, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a banana.
For Ascension, no, they are not different seeds. They play the same seed with the same flags.
Unfortunately, this is just turning out to be one big butt of a seed. This is going to be
choosing level 2, which he doesn't have the Triforce in yet. We'll see if he can find the bomb wall, because that has been what was keeping Darkrupy from getting anywhere.
Darkrupy ran out of keys in here.
Oh, it was keys. Okay, so keys are the problem. And he's going to wisely just bump his way through this room.
I don't blame him. You don't need anything in that room. Now, this room you don't know about, so, again, no reason not to kill it.
We'll get that heart container. Hopefully he realized he picked up the heart container.
I think so, because he went from 2 to 3 hearts. There's the Triforce. He's probably going to... Yeah, I don't blame him there at all.
Yeah, you need to find the item, so this is a wise decision.
Yeah, you have to find the item. You're at that point where you know you have to find the item in here.
It looks like Darkrupy's back into 4, trying to find some direction to go here.
The good news is in theory, this should not be a short, this should be a pretty short, blitz through here, because he's already seen a lot of this dungeon.
Mm-hmm. I mean, at this point, it's gotta be 2 or 6 that contains the item.
Or 8.
Or, yes, yeah, 8. They haven't done a whole lot in 8, but...
No, they sort of just left 8 alone once they saw the one item in the Goma.
Now into unexplored territory here in level 2. We
oh boy!
Find.
Level 2 looks like something.
Way to be descriptive there, Fanzer.
What?
What? The lost hills! That could be true.
That could be. We've not seen the push block. There's the ladder!
There it is.
So if this was on Oko Link, this would actually be an impossible seed.
Yes, this would be an impossible seed, which is why that is not an option.
Goodness gracious, that is a huge find for Pan, because Darkrupy got stuck.
Yeah, that unlocks the seed right there.
Yeah. Pan can either bomb right here, or he can clear out. I don't think it's worth the waste of a bomb here. Just clear the room, switch to a candle, and stabby. The good news is that you won't lose your shield in this to bad likes.
That is true.
You just stab a like and it's dead. So the like will not have time to eat your shield.
Unless you're unlucky to get shield bopped and then gets picked up by a like, there is the possibility.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, but at that point, bubble bopped, bubble bopped. At that point too, you could up A if it's really that much of a concern.
Yeah, I might actually run into a like on purpose just to lose the shield, but
it depends. Like, it really does depend on whether or not 9 has the Wizzy Robies in there. Alright, well this opens up the seed for Pan quite nicely. We do know we need a recorder still. Pan doesn't know that, but we know we need it.
Yeah, we need a recorder, and on top of that, he also hasn't found level 7 or level 9, so he's gonna go get that raft to check that one location that's left. And I don't believe either player has checked the push block in the Lost Hills, so we'll see if that ends up being true. At this point, that's a pretty large possibility of that truly being level 9.
Yeah, it does. I don't think Darkrupy's even picked up the Armos item yet, which is interesting. Normally, you don't go this long without checking for the Armos item.
Yeah, there was the occasion, I forget exactly who it was. I think it was the Amazing Toaster Putz race, where it turned out that it was, in fact, the ladder. And
Ow!
players did not get it until an hour in, so... It's one of those things that, even if it's a high chance of being the power bracelet, you still want to check, especially if, you know, at this point in the siege, you're nearly an hour in and you haven't found a ladder yet. It's definitely worth making your way up there to find out.
Oh, for sure. Pan will check this power bracelet spot now, and to see if it's level 9, if he was telling the truth. It is! The old man was telling the truth! So the good news is he knows he doesn't need the ladder or the raft anymore. The bad news is he still needs to find level 7. Oh, actually, let's see here. He's seen one item in 8. I'm just trying to think. The recorder has to be in either 4 or 8.
It could be in 6 also. I don't think we ever saw the item in 6.
Did we? I thought we did. Maybe we didn't.
I mean, at this point, you don't have the Triforce in 4, and you've explored what's probably the majority of the dungeon already, and you know where the map is. That's probably the better play as far as looking for an item.
Yeah.
Obviously, and again, though, if you find level 7, you're gonna look, but he'll end up seeing that it's recorder blocked, even though he has the ladder.
Yeah, which is really unfortunate. You know, the seed, and there's just so many requirements, and we don't even know if the whistle will whistle them to old dungeons or new dungeons. So
yeah, it's a bit rough.
So if either way, it's fine if it whistles them to old or new, because level 2 just wound up in level 2's normal spot. So that'll be okay.
And Darkrupy clear and Death Mountain here, and unfortunately going to find nothing of note. There's a couple of secrets, but that's pretty much the only thing that was up here.
Yeah, and you just don't know. You're still on. You haven't seen a hint for level 9. Death Mountain has a lot of hint spots. So.
Yeah, but I mean, you've still got to clear. You've got to find a ladder, and you've got to clear dungeons. While I understand looking for 9, I guess maybe if you're strategizing in your head, the #1 priority at this point has to be finding the dungeon that's got the ladder in it. And,
yeah. Well, and I imagine Darkrupy knows he doesn't have a whole lot of choices left.
Yeah, I mean,
where that ladder can be.
I think 2 ends up being the logical choice for anybody. You know, if you remember that he had the key door, it just becomes a little bit. It just makes it the smart choice, because you don't want to delve through, you know, 5 or 6 or 7 for an item. If
oh
you have
gosh,
it
no.
in level 2.
Yeah, no, you don't want to do that. You normally don't really want to delve through 7 normally for an item, anyways. 7 in shapes is easier than 7 in non-shapes, but if you get 7 in non-shapes, ugh.
They don't call it the demon for nothing.
That's 30-something rooms of pure abject terror. Like, it's just not a fun dungeon that you ever want to dig through.
Yeah, and there's sometimes, you know, you'll get you know, the staircase in the far jaw, and the top portion's completely blocked off, and the item and the Triforce are, you know, the second row of rooms up, but the only way to access it is the staircase that goes clear to the tip of the nose, and some awesome things like that.
Oh yeah, there was one time, and Darkrupy taking an unfortunate death, but it'll be a fortunate death for him. It gets him off of Death Mountain, so it's not that big of a deal for him to die there. That being said, level 7, I've actually seen it to where it was split up into 3 different distinct sections one time. It was really weird.
Yeah, 7's just a pain, no matter how you look at it.
Yeah. Pan finding a very easy heart container in here, and he's going to realize very quickly, unfortunately, that he's going to be whistle blocked in here now. Yep, this room, it's important to note that in this stage of Swiss, this room can't be anything, but when when we go into the round of whatever round the knockout round is called,
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's just the elimination round.
The elimination round. Second quest rooms could be on, and that room could be a push block room.
Yeah, have to completely change your round of thinking as far as how your dungeon progression goes, and you know, going back and playing that Ultimacy the other night that I played, it was very difficult for me to click out of the Swiss mode into the okay, I need to check these rooms now, and you know, I spent like 3 minutes in a dungeon trying to find a push block that was in the very first room I walked into.
Oh, ouch.
So
yeah, Pan's now realizing that. Okay, I'm stuck.
yeah, it does just pick up a bomb upgrade, which again, not necessarily a bad purchase. However, if it so happens that there is a bow block somewhere with the arrows, that would be interesting.
It would be, because both players cannot afford it right now.
I would say highly unlikely at this point, due to how things have got to progress, but it is possible.
Yeah. It is entirely possible. The raft spot containing a money-making game. Pan has not seen still level 4. I do not believe.
He's been in level 4. He discovered the ladder block there, so he knows where it is.
Oh, okay.
I think he was just double-checking that spot to make sure it was nothing important.
Okay, gotcha. Darkrupy's gonna, I guess, check out the rest of Death Mountain. He doesn't have a whole lot left, if he does choose to. So,
yeah, I'm just getting that power bracelet means that he's just now going to be able to check the power bracelet spots. But very few things left. There's the raft location and the power bracelet spots, as well as Recorder Lake. And other than I think the forgotten spot here, that pretty much sums up his map.
Yeah. All right. Pan going back into level 4. This dungeon becomes a lot easier with the ladder now.
The masochist side of me wants to see a bow in here and the recorder behind a bow block in 8. But obviously they just want to find the recorder here in level 4 and be done with it.
Oh yeah.
We'll see what happens.
There's the annoying... Oh wow, what?
Yeah, kind of a double take there. Triforce right near start.
Like, okay. I was not expecting that, actually. I was expecting it to be past this Chevy room. It'd be nice to see a map, but right now,
the map
Compass
was in
is
one
good.
of the Chevy rooms already. I think he just walked by the room that it was in. We did see the map.
Okay.
But there is the wand, so boomstick.
So now we know where the bow is. Bow's in 7, and then the whistle's in 6. Or in 8. No, wait, we still haven't seen 6's item.
6 or 8, that's the problem.
Oh, gosh. Well,
Boomstick's
the
nice.
Boomstick's very nice here. The question is, how do you get to the Triforce?
It's probably a staircase. It'd be horrible. I hope not. It looks like you could go left, but if it is a staircase, that would be just sweet irony.
No, but it's looking good from here. The Boomstick's gonna make a... Oh, wow, I would not bomb down here ever.
Okay, I wouldn't either, and it turns out that's the Triforce, so...
That's interesting. Because I never would have bombed down there.
Yeah, so it turned out to what we thought was a ladder block dungeon, in fact was not a ladder block dungeon, unless you wanted the Boomstick, so... I guess good for Pan in that aspect.
Yeah, and it was really the compass was ladder block, so you assume, based on what you've seen in that dungeon, that the Triforce is further up. Like, that is just such an odd place for a room. Even in shapes, it's a very odd one.
And yeah, KD3, to answer kind of your question, even in shapes, if the flag for shuffle dungeon drops has not been shuffled to be on, all the Triforces will appear in their original rooms. If that has been selected to be on, then the Triforce can be in any room in the dungeon, pretty much.
I think, based on where Darkrupy is, he's back in 6.
I believe so.
I wonder if
You'd have to
Pan...
be, because he has the Triforce already.
Okay, yeah. I think Pan's gonna go to level 8. And
yeah,
look there.
Probably the better choice. I mean, you have one left, but you have the boomstick now, which makes a big difference, right? It simplifies life.
Boomstick just makes finding the bomb walls just a million times easier, because you don't have to switch off of a weapon now. You can just literally press B to win.
Yeah, very much so. Take any road to somewhere. Spot, not where you wanted to go.
Okay, well, the good news is you have a 50% chance now to get it. There we go.
Finds the right one.
The key. I'm curious to see what if Darkrupy will be able to find the item room in here, or if he'll just find the staircase that leads to the second part of this dungeon. Alright, well, we know what that is. That was, I should say. Darkrupy finding the second part of this dungeon here. Oh, this was key blocked. Okay. And I remember now, Pan didn't want to spend the key, and I don't blame him.
Yeah, I mean, how interesting. Oh, gosh, a ladder block. He'd been here, remember? Because he went down this way.
No, Pan did, I think, the first time.
Yes, that's correct. But I wonder if the item is just to the left here or just south. It has to be.
Yeah, I would say so here.
What if it's the recorder?
Oh, gosh. That would be unfortunate for everybody involved.
Yeah, Darkrupy having to realize here pretty quick that he's going to need to go back to level 2.
Yep, I think so. I think he's realized he's running out of options here.
And finding another staircase and opting to not take it, probably the smart choice. You want to explore what you can until you take those.
Yeah, exactly. I don't disagree with this. I prefer exploring.
Oh, man. These Goma staircases are just brutal for even people who know how to clip well. It's such a pain in the butt.
It is, because the Goma does not care. He really doesn't.
And you can only clip every other fireball, right? You have to, unless you can glitch him out, you have to clip every other fireball. And he does get in.
There he goes.
Oh, no! The staircase!
Oh, baby rage.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
that's terrible.
Well, this boomstick is going to make short work of Manhandle, I think. Or Manhandle is going to make short work of the boomstick. We'll see.
It definitely has more than the normal 4 HP, unfortunately.
Oh, wow, that double hit at the end.
Well done, Pan.
That was really nice. It's a shame that it didn't pay off, but it was still really a good fight.
So at this point, I think Pan needs to take one of those 2 staircases.
Well, he still has a room he can explore up top. Or near the middle-ish, I would say. More or less. And he still needs to explode walls around here. There's a lot to explore in this 8 still. Because he didn't have a whole lot of resources when he was in here the first time.
Yeah, I mean, they both found level 8 super early, and when you have very few keys and very few bombs and a wood sword, you are not going to do very much exploration through here if you don't need to.
No. And especially with all the blocks that you ran into early with this dungeon, like the early keys and all that. Alright, so I think Pan's going to give up on level 6 now, which is a wise decision.
Darkrupy, you mean?
Oh, Darkrupy, yep. Oh, the ladder block. Well, we'll see if this gets him anywhere in here.
I think he's going to have to take one of those 2 staircases. I don't think they're linked, so I think they're both going to go to different spots.
Oh, would you say they're Zelda then?
Okay, TG.
I couldn't resist it, I'm sorry.
And here's actually a third one. This will go to the Goma room, so he's going to want to go south and take that staircase then.
Yep. Yeah, this was one of those. Oh, come on. Well, I don't think he's bombed behind the Goma.
The Goma's not going to make it easy either.
just there you go. It's interesting to note with the collision on the boomstick and the wand on these walls. You can walk up to 3 out of 4 walls and use the boomstick, and it will open up the door. On the left side, because the wall collision is so weird, because of how the game's programmed, you actually cannot be next to the wall and use the wand and have the boomstick.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be one tile away from it. Ah, there we go.
Darkrupy back in level 2, which is what we know to be the correct place, but unfortunately takes a death. But he is in the right place to find the ladder, fortunately, now.
Yeah, and here I would honestly just suck up a potion use. I know you don't want to, but you gotta make it through this one room.
Yeah, I agree. You got plenty of money to buy another one as well if you really need to.
Exactly.
Well, I'm not sure that he found the letter. I think it was Pan that found the letter, but...
Well, I mean, but even just having one blue potion should still be good.
Yeah,
There's
I
a lot
agree.
of wall masters in this room. Holy moly.
Yeah, the full complement of 8.
Ah, this could... Nope, never mind. I was like, this could be the item. No, can't be the item now. Oh! Oh, that block! That block! That block was so good. Oh no!
Oh, shoot.
Oh no! This game's being its normal self, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go around here, unfortunately.
Yeah, I wonder how many more times Darkrupy's gonna try to make it through this room before using a potion.
Well, right now he's doing a pretty good job. He's got it down to 1, so...
Yeah, we just have to navigate all these other rooms.
Yeah.
I don't know,
It sucks, is what it is, unfortunately.
I agree. And the access to the shoot room from all directions.
Nice! That's helpful. Not really. I mean, a map would be great of this dungeon. We know what it looks like based on what we've seen of level 7. We know the map of 7, so we just know the inverse of 7 is 8, but still.
Not pretty.
Oh, hey!
This could be it.
This could be it, or it could be another staircase.
Oh, no! We got our wish! Level 6 has got the recorder.
Well, Pan knows where he has to go now, unfortunately.
Oh, man. The game is trolling these guys so hard right now.
It really is. Okay, he does use a potion. So... Darkrupy's finally tired of dying. The good news is you can just up A and go to 6 now, so...
Yeah, which confirms that the bow is in fact in 7, and silver arrows and red ring are in level 9.
Yep. But I imagine Pan might be scratching his head here wondering, did I miss something? And I wonder if he realized that level 6, if he remembers level 6 was ladder blocked.
Yeah, just the sequence of needing to find that ladder to do anything is so brutal, because we've had, what, 3 dungeons that are ladder blocked from at least something important.
Yes.
And Jam Eviler, well, pointing out that Dave totally rigged this seed. I agree.
Wait, what? Huh? Yay! There's a ladder on Darkrupy's side. And he still has to consider going back to 6 or 8 now.
Game unlocked.
Oh, goodness. He'll probably go into 8, which is a smart move. Again, I mean, he's right there, so there's no reason not to explore. Oh! Or not.
Yes, level 7 is in fact recorder and ladder block.
Oh no, did Darkrupy forget about the Dig Dogger?
He must have.
Oh no.
And the item in level 6 is also ladder blocked, which at this point we know is the recorder.
This is my fault. I did make the room.
Dave, all you have to do is, like, breathe in the general direction of the server, and it all goes to hell.
I know! Oh, goodness. I love it. I created a race last night, everybody shows up, and everybody's like, oh my gosh, what was that, Panzer? Sorry. It wasn't difficult, just
life for money.
Not fun. Yeah, opting not to up A here, and I don't blame him. You know, at this point, you're just... honestly, you think you're behind at this point. Because you know you're an hour and 10 into this seed, and you haven't... You're still not in 9 at all.
Yeah, and this 6 is horribly nasty. Like, this is a crazy 6, too. I'd love to see the full map.
Oh yeah, the full map on this 6 would be amazing. Watch it be blocked by that stupid coma.
Right?
Pan's actually exploring. I don't think we may not see a map, but I think Pan will end up full clearing this.
And Darkrupy realizing, oh, I need a recorder.
And
yeah. Head back to another
it's so
dungeon.
easy to forget, especially if you see one block. You're like, oh crap, I need a ladder, I can't get across there, bye. And then be like, oh, right. I forgot about the dig dogger that was in that room.
Right.
Yeah, whoa. Hello, that bomb wall opened up. That is a heck of a level 6. Darkrupy will actually get a huge boost by finding the item in 4. Because he knew he was ladder blocked in here. So if he can find the wand in 4, it'll definitely help him pick up pace.
And hopefully he can find the map, because that Triforce room is... Well, he'll find the compass on the way to the item, but that Triforce room is in a really odd spot, as you stated earlier. Yeah,
that is just a really, really off spot for that Triforce. And Darkrupy's probably gonna be like, huh, what? Which would be this. Oh no!
Oh, the death.
He's gonna go back, I think, because he's still missing items.
Well, you have to at this point. 4 is the logical place to go search for an item. It's small. You've already explored the majority of it, but yeah, I mean, it's just unfortunate to take a death there.
It is. The good news is the deaths will become less frequent once he has the boomstick.
Yes, indeed.
Because the Dark Nuts just don't like it. Come on, Pan, you can do it!
Yeah, Pan trying to make this block clip, and
just says nope. I have a boomstick. Some days
at some point, you just gotta cut your losses.
Oh, for sure.
Like, if you don't die again, my friend.
Using his bombs, which, I mean, even though 0 HP, these guys are still a pain in the butt. So
I don't think he needed the bomb to get to the item room. That would be a tragedy.
You did.
Oh no.
He has a book though. He'll be fine. He's on his
path. I meant to get to the item, which he doesn't.
The item? No. I thought you said Triforce. Oh, there's the map. Oh wow.
Oh, so it is connected, but you can only get to it through the
E.T. phone home.
And there is the recorder.
Oh my goodness gracious.
So now he can make his way back into level 7.
That is a heck of a level 6.
Yeah, gorgeous map. It's cool to get to see that at the end. The fact that everything was connected, but it was just segmented off anyways.
That level 6 is the new level 7.
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah. Yep, and now Darkrupy will find the Triforce in level 4 here, and then he gets to start his journey to find the recorder. Yeah,
and hopefully he takes the correct path, but again, you know, I don't know that you go back to 6 first.
It depends. Like, it's a toss-up because you haven't seen a whole lot of 8, you haven't seen a whole lot of 6.
Yeah, so I mean, like, that 6 map proves exactly why 6 in Shapes is one of the last places you ever go.
Oh yeah, for sure. It also may be what he's close to, too.
Right, we've already got one item in level 8, so in terms of size-wise, they're going to be roughly the same for the same, you know, reward gain type deal, but I don't know, it's still level 6, I hate it.
Yeah, it's a toss-up. It really is. And at this point, I would say this is me personally, knowing that I have one item in 8, one item in 6, I would take whatever dungeon's closer to me.
Which is, fortunately for him, level 6.
Yes. And it's the right move because it's you just working your way back. If it's not in 6, you know it's in 8, and that's on the way to 7 and 9. So it makes no sense to go to 8, realize it's not there, and then double back.
Well, and on top of the fact that, you know, having seen his map there, he has, in fact, explored the majority of level 6 already, whereas I don't think he's done hardly anything in level 8. So 6 is the logical option in that case.
Yes. Because 8, you know, or in 6, you know where you're going, you know what room's blocking you off from whatever. Just get there and get it done.
So, quite honestly, we have a race here still, because if Ganon's still required, and we have to find silver arrows in level 9, which we haven't even talked about that yet, because we've been searching for the ladder for so long, but Ganon may or may not be required in level 9, and if it is, they have to find the silver arrows, which are also buried in level 9. So there is the opportunity for Darkrupy to catch up here, as all he has to do is get the item out of here and then do exactly what Pan's doing, which is find the bow and grab the Triforce in 7.
Yep. And you obviously at this point want to find the bow. Like, I wouldn't skip this.
No, not with, I don't know, what is this, 15 rooms left to check? There's no reason not to.
Well, 15 rooms left to check, and you know it's the bow. You know it can't be anything else.
It's a Dave seed.
It is a date. I'm so sorry.
Aquamentus awaits by a lake, which is actually true.
It is.
But unfortunately, extremely unhelpful at this point of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good hint. It's just a shame it's useless at this point. I agree with going down here rather than checking that one room. No matter which way you slice it, it's...
Oh no! This is terrible, right? Because they don't have meat.
He has to go back up. Nope, this is the dead end room. Oh no, he has to up A!
He's gonna have to up A because he's gotta get the bow, and you're gonna have to up A to get back that direction.
Watch it be the one room now.
Right? I don't think it will be.
I don't think it will be.
Terrible.
That's still funny. You can't go back quickly.
Oh no, it is! It's a rupee!
This is so... Oh, we've gone into official Panzer Troll status here. Hey man, handle a dust starting with the magic shield. Thanks, game.
I can't believe that was a rupee. It's cracking me up right now so hard.
Yeah, Darkrupy's just like, oh, come on. He has one room left to check. He couldn't go back up because of the meat block. The good news is he now knows that he does not need meat.
Well, you wouldn't need it anyway, because you could just up A, but it's just hilarious.
Zelda, like if it's blocking Zelda.
Well, I guess that's true. I'm still waiting for that. There's no forced Ganon seed where the meat blocks Zelda.
Darkrupy finally seeing the item and probably wondering who made this crazy thing.
And you know, with the 2 eyes, that level 6 kind of looks like a demon.
It looked like E.T. to me.
E.T. the demon alien.
E.T. phone home.
Extremely terrifying demon alien.
Yeah. Oh man, it's just.
I love it.
This game is just being itself, isn't it? Today.
Interesting choice to not use the recorder on Darkrupy's part.
Oh no! Wait, Pan, what are you doing?
No!
Uh-oh.
Is he gonna go back in again?
He might. I hope so, because he has one room left.
Oh no, and if he does, I mean, oh my goodness, no, Pan!
You know the item's the bow in there? Oh boy.
Gambling with one room left. It was just 2 rooms away. Oh, I don't know. I don't know about this, Dave. What do you think?
I don't like it. Like, this is a gamble. Like, the only way that Pan comes out ahead on this is if Darkrupy does the same gamble.
Yeah. Wow.
Bow cannot be a 9 ever, so that's important to note as well.
Yeah, super big gamble, especially when you know where the bow is at that point.
Yeah.
We'll see what Darkrupy does if he ends up... I mean, if Darkrupy checks that room and finds it, not only does he have the advantage of the bow, he has the advantage that he didn't spend all the extra time up-Aing and going back and forth, so he just gains a lot of time on Pan that way in general.
Yes. But if he doesn't...
Yeah. Oh man, what a gamble.
This is a big gamble.
And yes, Zelda's room can be open. Ganon may not be required, but you know,
Did
when
we
you got
see
the
Ganon's
bow,
room in the dungeon somewhere?
I did not.
I'm just trying to remember if we saw. I don't think we did.
I don't think we saw Zelda or Ganon's room, which makes it pretty likely that they are in fact in their normal rooms. Which means that going up is going to be the general strategy, as you cannot bomb into Zelda's room or walk into Zelda's room from the north, the east, or the west.
Yep. When I race the Swiss flags for others for practice, my rule of thumb is go up in 9, go up in 9, go up in 9, go up until you can't go up anymore, then do the next column, so on and so forth.
Yeah, Pan taking some staircases, which is again an interesting choice. Not having the bow, finding the silver arrows is a little bit negligible. I mean, I guess it could be useful, but if you're going to gamble not on a bow, then just go all out and don't look for anything.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's probably just seeing. Oh no!
Oh no! Oh my goodness!
No!
What would happen?
Oh goodness! Oh no!
Okay, he makes the correct choice.
He's like, nope. I'm gonna check out that other room first.
Oh man!
I
So
thought
close.
it is. He'll find the bow.
Oh man, and it's just so much time investment for Pan to go back that way.
It really is.
So we do have a bow pickup now for Darkrupy.
Yep. This is turning out to be. We'll see if this gamble pays off for Pan here. I imagine Pan's making notations on a map right now.
Link KOK, and that is because they are playing with shuffled sprite colors, or tunic colors, and so therefore it could be one of many different colors. And if they were to pick up a ring, and there's an option to randomize those additional tunics as well, you would be able to find, that they might be pink or purple or whatnot. But Rupee making the choice to head down here anyways, and it's going to have to walk all the way back through.
Well,
and silver arrows for Pan.
Interesting that he's picked those up. He does not have a way to fire them. You can't stab Ganon with just the arrow for whatever reason.
Yeah, I'm really not sure what Darkrupy was doing there. Unfortunately, gonna have to walk all the way back to the Triforce.
I do not know either, unfortunately. I guess he was looking for something, but it's hard to say what.
Maybe a heart container to get him 12 hearts. That would be the only thing I could think of at this point.
Oh, there's a
the
map. That's a really good find.
I mean, fortunately for Pan, he's got the silver arrows, right? So if he does find out that he needs Ganon, he should know where it is. It's just unfortunate that instead of taking the 35 or 40 seconds it would have taken to get him before, he's now going to have to invest several minutes to do so.
Yep. Yeah, it's really unfortunate. This is not an easy ladder room to clip in with bubbles. So kudos to Pan for getting that clip. That clip is not easy. But yeah, I think, and for anybody who's doing this tournament in level 9, your rule of thumb should be go up until you can't go up anymore. That may be true, maybe not.
Yeah, it's difficult to say. We've actually had a double parter live before where the white sword was somewhere completely different than what it said, and it was not the white sword on top of it. So it's...
Oh no, that sucks.
And there's the beast in the southwest.
Right now though, you definitely want to check the northeast, just because, hey, guess what? It could be true.
Absolutely. You take that for what it is, and go from there.
Yep.
Pan running into a dead end, unfortunately, is
interesting to note. That is actually northeast. That room he was trying to bomb into.
Yes, indeed so. And it was unfortunately denied.
Yep, can't go that way. Pan's just checking to see where he can and cannot go in here.
So meanwhile, Darkrupy has made his way into level 9, and the race is on at this point. For
sure.
We don't know if Ganon's required or not, and he could take a completely different path and just happen into Zelda.
Yep. He's in the northeast.
Yes, Prince Cosmo, because Ganon could be required, in which case the bow would be required to actually to win the seed. He is basically throwing the lot in on a coin flip to try to win. And again, it could be because he was feeling like he's behind, but at the point where the Triforce was, it was literally a 30-second time investment to get to the bow. So if it turns out that he does need the bow, it's going to cost him a significant portion of time to head back there.
Oh man. Let's see here.
Darkrupy gonna take the staircase here.
Yep, I don't blame him. I mean, you're searching for Zelda.
Let's see what he does here. Which direction he takes.
Pan has been in this room before. Interesting to note. Both players have been. Pan's looking because he found that hint in this area. So it's a good assumption.
He takes a staircase and then goes back.
Oh!
It's Zelda!
Oh, there's Zelda. Pan is done with the time of 1:25:38.
Darkrupy.
Or Darkrupy, yes.
Darkrupy wins this. His gamble was correct, but just did not find the girl fast enough. Unbelievable.
Wow. This was a trolley seed from the outset. And Zelda was in her room. So this is again why I say I go up until I can't go up anymore.
That is unbelievable. Wow.
And Pan was actually in that room, I believe.
I believe so, yes. Again, it's just one of those things where if you're thinking about your 9 strategy, until you know better, just go up, because that right there can happen.
And I believe we have Darkrupy in here with us.
Hello there.
Congratulations, that was nuts.
I'm so sorry, this is all my fault. I created the room and look what happened. One of the trollier seeds we've seen in this tournament.
Man, dude.
It's interesting to note, Rupee, that Pan went down below the grumble and never found the bow and chose to grab the Triforce and leave the bow. He knew it was the bow, gambling that Ganon's not required. He got to 9 a couple of minutes before you did. It just so happens you found the correct direction. Your 9 had almost nothing explored. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think Pan will find it though.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's been in that room once or twice.
Yeah. I think so too. Because it's right near start, I believe, is where that room was.
Yeah. Because, well, I'll never forget. Well, based on my 9, I remember something Jam Eviler said. And it's like a helpful tip for level 9.
Yeah, she's just 5 rooms up from the entrance.
Yeah. He had said that you want to check the right side first, and then work your way there.
And my rule of thumb, and this was something we were discussing while you two were blitzing through 9, always go up. Especially if you have not seen Ganon or Zelda's room outside of 9. The general rule of thumb is go up until you can't go up anymore, because Zelda's room, if she's in her room, is only accessible through the bottom.
Yeah.
What a race. And Pan had even found silvers, even though he had left the bow in level 7, so he was prepped to kill Ganon for the most part, minus a couple of minutes to go back and get the bow, but 5 rooms up with Zelda. We had a race just last night, I believe, that the Zelda was just 3 rooms up from start. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have Pan joining us as well.
Yeah.
Hey, Pan.
Yoo-hoo.
What a close race.
It was. I saw the time when Darkrupy just finished. I said, no!
It's funny because as soon as I hit the hour mark, I was like flabbergasted, because I was like, okay, level 7, I think it's level 7, the top right of the map. 4.
5.
That
5
blocks. Yeah. Huh? That whole thing. I'm so sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I completely. This is my fault because I created the room, and I'm just like, it can't be that bad. Oh my gosh, I gave you all such a bad. I'm
Yeah,
so
recorder
required. The
required.
ladder,
Yeah. Level 7 was ladder and recorder blocked. Level 4 was ladder blocked.
It was.
level 6
Well, the
was ladder
Triforce in
blocked.
4 was not ladder blocked.
Just to be sure, did I enter 9 before Darkrupy or
A couple of
not?
minutes with the
Ah,
crazy gamble of not getting the bow 2 rooms down from the Triforce.
Yeah, it was, but I should have checked the bombed wall. Just taking stairs instead of checking it.
And
That's it.
this is what literally again right before you showed up we were talking about with Darkrupy and what before Darkrupy showed up, etc., etc. A really good rule of thumb, especially if you do not see Ganon's room and Zelda's room in the first 8 dungeons, is always go up.
Uh-huh.
And it's just because Zelda, if she is in her room, you will find her, or you will find a shutter door that you can't open,
All right.
Or a wall you can blow up.
or you can, or a wall you can blow up. But you know, if she's in her room, she's only accessible from the bottom. So that's how in a lot of races, when I do the Swiss flags, I just go straight up, and that's how I find her a lot of the time.
Yeah, well, that's the way it goes. But it was fun. It was a fun
Well,
scene.
most of the time-
Amazing.
Yeah,
And I
most
had
of
the
the time though.
boomstick.
Yeah, dude, I'm sure y'all been watching my stream. I had like max money before I went to the first dungeon.
Oh yeah, it was just crazy how the seed played out, and how like poor Pan like went through every possible dungeon looking for the recorder, and because you went to 4, you just decided to go to 6, and so you didn't have to
Yeah.
reach level 8
True.
for the recorder.
Because I found the candle in 8 early, so I decided, yeah, okay, 1 out of 2 items was good, so let's just leave, and I got the early Triforce in 8. So, but it was actually the recorder.
Yep.
It's a pity. Yeah, bad 9. I should have tried go up.
It's
But-
okay. I mean, you learned. I mean, it's always good to learn about
Level 9.
what you can do differently. Well, and just learn what you can do differently, and understanding the flags a little more and what possibilities it could roll into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My biggest time waster though was key and ladder block everywhere.
That
I got the early magic key.
Yeah, I
That
did
was-
it.
But
And I was thinking, Pat must have got the early magic key, so he must be really ahead of me.
so I think I'm out of the tournament now because that's my 3rd loss. So I think I'm out.
You're not out. You still got one more game you can play.
Yeah. I'm gonna play it anyway, so it's not the problem. But
It's always fun playing these flags because you
It's a
don't know
pity,
what you're
though.
gonna get.
Yeah.
yeah. I wish I could have won. I was so close. I was
You
so
guys are
close.
so close.
But I mean, the end time is really close. That was a close race. So I guess the
Holy crap, was that close?
I guess the audience was like, "Wow, no, go, don't take the stairs, go back." But it was fun, and thanks Darkrupy for playing this early in the day, because
So like, yeah, this
would have been impossible.
I actually
for me.
Yeah, I like well, I mean, as far as like races and whatnot go, I prefer doing it the day of announcements. That's just me.
Well, Simon, well, you must be hungry now.
Yeah, I'm pretty hungry.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired because it's 10:30 now.
Oh my goodness,
Was it?
yeah.
Yeah, it was a long one. An hour and a half. Oh, not too bad. I think that's one of my best. I'm happy.
Given how trolly that seed was, that's a really good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can complain, really.
I was really thinking about staying at 3 hearts as I had picked up the candle and the medicine. instead of getting the hearts.
Right.
But
So-
level 2 was just, oh my goodness.
Yeah. The
Well,
ladder, yeah.
You had to take at least 2 hearts of damage in that room.
Oh
just to
yeah,
get to
this.
the ladder.
Yeah. I remember I tried a couple of times. I said no, I'm just too low on hearts, and I came back later, which was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
Went
I
through
was like,
it,
the
but
ladder was there. It was just like, oh, boo.
it was behind like 3 or 4 locked doors too.
Yeah,
Yep.
and thanks for the restream as well and the commentating, because it was on such a short notice that we decided like 3 hours ago that we were going to race, so it was fun.
Yeah, not a problem.
It's really amazing. Like people just went crazy and said, "Okay, I can do this. I can host. I can restream. I can commentate," and it went fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I had no problem hopping in. I don't mind picking up emergency shifts and whatnot.
Yeah.
You know, I'm really glad I got to watch this race, though. This
Man.
It was.
It's a
It
good
must have
race.
been fun to watch. It was a close one.
it
Well,
was.
congrats again, Darkrupy, and I might have to go because it's getting late, and I want to spend some time with my missus. So
All right.
Well, have
Thanks
fun
again,
with Mrs.
Pan.
Pan.
Fantastic race by
Yeah.
both you and Ruby.
don't forget, I've got the baguette, so I will have fun.
All right, Pan. Thank you so
Well,
much.
thanks again. Bye bye, everyone.
All right.
And
see
I
you
hope
later.
I hope the rest of the races will be good.
Yeah.
That is
Cheers.
always the hope. Cheers, Pan. Well, thank you guys so much for having this race. Thank you so much to Feasel and Speed Gaming for picking this up on such short notice for us. Thank you, Adaginos, for joining me here.
Anytime. Anytime.
This was very much a last minute. Oh my gosh, is this person available? Oh my gosh, are you available? Oh, yep. Okay, we're good now.
I need to write that down so I know what Triforces are what.
Yep, it's the tracker that we use for the commentary. I like how it shows what Triforces are where. I mean, even though I have them memorized, it's still nice just to look at it and be like in an instant no, rather than just counting through my head 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right. So so top right was 7. Okay.
And
Yep,
it also
top right
helps
was
helps the viewers kind of understand what Triforces are what. Makes it a little bit simpler in that aspect if we end up having shuffled start rooms and don't particularly know the dungeons.
Exactly, or we have shuffled start rooms in different palette colors.
Even more so.
Oh, that was 5. Okay.
Yeah, if you noticed, your palette colors were not shuffled in this one,
Yeah.
so you're able to ID 1 and 2 very quickly.
We will have one more race tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern between the Greenleaf Effect and Karakarn. Would be a good race. We don't have a restream for that yet, but be sure to check the schedule and keep up on that and find out where that will be at.
I might be able to. I'm not sure though. If I'm free, I might be able to do that. Help you out with that.
Awesome, yeah, just let Jamie know.
All right. Yeah. At first, I had 5 South Willow and original, but then I had switched it to 6. I forget why.
We were having a fun time trying to keep track of. We're like, this is too small to be, but wait, this has this. No, wait, but this has this color, and we're just like, oh my gosh, we just need to see the Triforces to determine where everything was.
Yeah,
Because it
That's
was a hot mess.
I had picked up the Triforces to see what dungeons they were.
Yep. Always a smart move when you don't know the route, when you don't know what dungeons where. But yeah, I think that'll do it for us. What is coming up on Speed Gaming? Do we have something else coming up, Genos?
It looks like in 2.5 hours we are going to have a Link to the Past race between Weapon and Alucard 2004.
Awesome. That'll be I love watching the Link to the Past randomizers. I can't play the game worth a darn.
Same here. Yeah, that'll be at 7 Eastern here on Speed Gaming, so make sure that you catch that. And Feasel just threw the schedule into the chat as well. So, again, like Panzer was saying, I think that wraps it up for us. This has been Out of Genos, and again, super thanks to Feasel for picking this up last minute.
Yep. I've been Panzer Dave. You all be cool out there. Do they say that now? Be cool. I'm so behind on the hip
They
lingo.
don't anymore,
Oh.
because you said it.
Oh, thanks.
We'll catch y'all later.
Bye, everyone. Thank you so much for watching.
Oh man.